Hey dreamers, this is a Russian volume lash video. I've been sent some products by the company Veyelash, also known on Instagram as Veyelash Official. They approached me and asked me if I would like to try some of their products and make a video. I said yes, I will be happy to try the products, and if I like them, I'll make a video on them. As a lash tech, the two things that have to stand out for me is the lashes fanning. They have to be able to fan easily. I don't want to spend ages trying to make a fan. And I also like good, strong adhesive, which works during summer and winter and gives me no grief. I really like their adhesive, and I really, really like their lashes. I had a model come in and I used VI's 0.05 Russian volume lashes. I made some small fans and some big fans, and then I filmed the process so that you could see all of the products I used and how the overall lashes turned out. VI sent me a lot of products. They sent me some flat lashes as well as 0.03, 0.05 lashes, as well as easy fanning lashes. I was also sent adhesive, some paper tape, some lint-free applicators, some micro applicators, some iPads, some tweezers, some rings. I have my favorite pair of tweezers. I freak out if I ever almost drop them, and so I use the tweezers I know, but I have to say I really loved the isolation tweezers. They are my favorite style of isolation, and they were very pointy, so they weren't blunt. They were nice to isolate the lashes. So I start out by shampooing the lashes, and I just used a shampoo that I had at home. VI sent me some really pink, pretty sparkly, lint-free applicators. I used these to apply the lash shampoo. After applying the shampoo and cleansing the lashes, I used my own airbrush machine to wash out the lashes. Once the lashes were washed and dried, I applied iPads holding down the lower lashes. To hold down any sneaky lower lashes that pop out from underneath the iPad, I used VI's paper pink tape. I actually really like this paper pink tape. I had not tried using paper tape in the past, and I actually found this tape to be very good. It's breathable, it has a good moderate stickiness. Once the client's eyes were closed, I marked out the mapping. The longest length I used was 12s and a little bit of 13s. The littlest length I used was 7. I had to use my own 7s, the 8 through to 12s to 13s. They were all the 0.05 Russian volume VI's lashes. Here's some close-up shots of applying the fans. They make very nice fans. They apply very well and they stick on very fast. I was sent their fastest setting adhesive. I found that I could work with this adhesive very well and I didn't get many stickies. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I made my fans. This is my preference of how I make fans. The longer length fans I make are with the 0.05. I show you the 0.03 fans as well in case you do a lot of mega volume and you're interested to see how they fan also. The way I like to make fans is I grab a chunk of lashes off of the strip and I pull it slightly forward, and then I move my tweezers slightly down to where I've pulled it halfway off, and then I lift the chunk of lashes off of the strip. That's when I lift it right off and I place it back on the strip, and I place it slightly on an angle on the strip. I push the strip of fans over to the left, and then I start pinching and fanning across to the right. This is how I make a fan. This is the way I've gotten used to making a fan. There's definitely different ways that you can make a fan, but this is the way that I find that I can make the quickest fans. I keep maneuvering my tweezers until I see a fan that looks reasonably symmetrical and fanned out, and it's wide enough that I'm happy to use it. That's when I'll try to pick up the fan off the strip. Before picking up the fan off the strip, I will try and make sure I've got all of the lashes in the fan by closing my tweezers around the fan and then wiggling to see if any look like they aren't actually clamped in to my fan bite. I'm referring to the area that is the tweezer foot, or as you get used to your own tweezers and you know where it grabs the best. This can also be called the tweezer's sweet spot. If I'm too high on the fan and it wiggles around too much and I'm not biting on the fan, then I'll move down the fan and look for a narrower place. Every tweezer has a different sweet spot, and so you just have to figure out for your tweezer's sweet spot where is the best area to grab for the different types of lashes and for the different volume of fans that you're making, that you're grabbing. Hopefully that makes sense. When I pick up the fan, if the lashes don't all come to a point, that's okay, because when I dip them and I release my tweezers slightly, they will come to a point. This is where I don't want to dip my fan into too much adhesive, because if I do, it ends up drawing up the fan and closing the fan too much. So I'm trying to dip in the tiniest amount that I can get away with and still have enough of the adhesive on the base of the fan so that it sticks well to the natural lash. Not every lash fan that I make will be perfect and symmetrical. I find the thicker that I get with lashes, so 0.07, etc., I can get more symmetrical. When I'm dealing with 0.03, they aren't perfectly spaced out from one another. As long as they're not too chunky on one side than the other and they look reasonably fanned, then I'm going to use that fan. If I pick up the lashes and I miss a few that are left on the strip from the fan I made, I just continue on and I use that fan. I'm not going to go back and go, oh, that fan's no good, I can't use it. I'm going to salvage what I've got and I'm going to use the fan I've got, unless it was again way toppled over to one side with too many fans on the left and the right or the center. That's when I would change my mind and be like, no, I'm abandoning that fan, it's no good. Just while I'm here, I thought I'd show you that there is a method that you can use to make bigger fans if you are struggling to pick up bigger fans. You can use the Mirrorlink method of making a fan. This is where you will dip a fan and you apply it to one side of the lash, one side of the natural lash, and then you will make another fan reasonably the same size and you will place this to the other side of the natural lash. Now my demo of this looks like a whole lot of adhesive. Overall, when I'm lashing, I like my adhesive to look like it blends in really well. I don't tend to go for really big fans. Mine are probably always under 10D and I generally use 0.03 and 0.05, but I thought it was good for you to see this as an alternate method for trying to get bigger fans on your clients, as long as their natural lashes are healthy, they are strong, so that you can apply that Mirrorlink method. I used their mascara brushes they sent me to brush through the lashes. I didn't find that they snagged on any of the lashes or pulled any out, so I was happy with that. So here's the final look. This is definitely over 2 hours of work. It's fluffy, it's full. This set has a really nice flick and quite a big wing. It is dramatic, but a lot of people are doing dramatic these days, so I thought for the video I would do a dramatic style. I generally do quite a natural style in my work, and that's what my clients want, but for the fun of it and because I was given a mix of lashes, I really wanted to show you a different style of lashes. One last thing is removal. We did do some removal and do a restyle at a later date. I was curious to see how easy the lashes would come off. They actually came off really easily. I usually use the banana peel method where I hold on to the natural lash to secure it, and I pull off the lash fan with my other tweezers so that it peels off of the natural lash. I did do that several times, but I also found that I could remove the fan easily by pulling two separate ways on the fan with my tweezers, and it just separated off the natural lash really easily as well. So the 4 things out of everything that I've shown you and I've mentioned today that I loved and I would recommend, and I definitely know as a lash tech you would be impressed, it would be the 0.03 and 0.05 Russian volume lashes. Loved them, loved them. Also their adhesive, their paper tape, and their isolating tweezers. Thanks for watching a GalaxyDreaming lashing video. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you are interested in the products, I'm including a link below. If you wish to purchase their products, there's also a discount code for you to use if you wish to. Have an awesome day, guys. See you in the next one.